Well, heavy rain has been falling here at Ibrox all day. We've just removed the covers from the pitch a short time ago. There's still some water lying on it, but both teams come out now to a huge roar. So it's Van der Elst, the Brugge captain, who led out his team, and Richard Gough, of course, back for Rangers tonight. That is the real bonus. Andy Gorham also fit. Cotton will play it right back. John Brown will line up at left back. Tyson Hateful there, of course. Neil Murray and Ian Durant favoured instead of Alexei Mikhailichenko, who's on the bench. For the Champions League, music is played, and absolute bedlam here in the stadium. Both sides have made 3 changes from the first game a fortnight ago. Brugge have brought in Diestel, Van der Heyden and Gassens for Tratar, Dubinsky, the scorer and the tricky boy, and for Rangers, Gough, Stephen and Durant, replacing Robertson, Houstra and Mikhailichenko. Well, Jordan McQueen actually not said a couple of weeks ago that this side was perhaps more physical than the Russians. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, they probably were a little bit on the physical side over in Belgium, but I'm sure Rangers can more than match that. It's a huge boost for Rangers tonight. Rangers, Richard Gough going back in the heart of the defence, which compensates for the loss of David Robertson.
So there is the Rangers line-up. And on the bench with Stephen Presley, Gary McSwagan, David Hagan, Ellie Maxwell and Alexei Mikhailichenko. They're stronger looking Rangers side tonight than the one which took the field in Brugge a couple of weeks ago.
UEFA rules that the scoreboard does not show the clock. Thank you.
A terrific atmosphere building up inside the ground, and even the weather can't dampen the enthusiasm of this huge crowd. And there's Club Brugge, Diestel, the Hungarian international, coming back into the side. He'll play in the sweeper role. Van der Elst, of course, very much the playmaker. Van der Heyden back after suspension. Cossey will pick up at the back along with Stellens. They'll be the markers, and McCoist and Hateley. And Amakachi, of course, very much the danger man. The Rangers will have to watch his pace very closely indeed. So Diestel will sit in behind Stellens and Cossey. The Borkelmans will break on the left. And Verheyen, the number 4, sits in just behind Amakachi. Fouki Boy, the Dutchman, is out. He's been carrying an injury. So that's a bit of a blow to Club Brugge. There are the substitutes. So the match underway. And a vital night for both clubs. Really the winner takes all tonight. And no doubt people will be listening out for the happenings in Marseille. So Richard Wojcik from Poland is the referee. He speaks English and Russian. So if Mikhailichenko comes on, that's a bit of dialogue there. It'll be interesting to see just how the pitch reacts to the heavy rain. There was a problem here the night of the Marseille game, and since then, of course, there was the first rain incident which caused the postponement of a match. And Rangers have had a few problems with the surface, which had been in perfect order at the start of the season. So this is McCall. Rangers in the alternative strip tonight. And Hateley going in, making his presence felt. Putting in that challenge on Lorenzo Stellens. And Hateley's work rate has been terrific all season. And the ball out of play for the throw. John Brown looking as determined as ever. And the referee wants that one retaken. Brown stepping in for Rangers. A little slip by Murray, but he recovers well. There's Gert Verheyen, who won the throw-in for Brugge. Headed away by McPherson, picked up now by Durant. And it's switched away out to Scott Nisbet. McCoy's going for it, and nudged from behind by Laszlo Distil, the sweeper. They come across to Markham, quickly taken, hoisted in by Trevor Stephen. John Brown's up there. Complete miscue by Durant. Well, it'll take the players some time to find their feet in this particular surface. You can see already the ball holding up. Put through by Trevor Stephen. How Rangers need some magic from him tonight. And it's an early corner kick, won by the battling qualities of Stuart McCall. McPherson has moved forward. Richard Goff's up there as well. Gately attacks the ball. It's not cleared up by Cossey. Turned by McCall. Threaded through by Stefan van der Heyden for Amakachi. Amakachi using his tremendous pace. Murray gets in a block. He's in there again. Great goalkeeping by Gorham, and it's away eventually by McPherson, but Rangers all over the place there because of the pace of Daniel Amakachi. And that's an early warning, as though they needed one from the Nigerian striker. Well, this is Van der Elst rolling it to Stellens. This is Trevor. Borkelmans. Van der Heyden trying to get forward, and he wins the throw-in. So Van der Heyden, who has possession, is a man Rangers will have to watch carefully. Very much the up-and-coming talent in Belgium. Here he is again. He just broke him into the international side. That's headed away by Brown. And Nisbet under a bit of pressure. And the ball goes behind for the corner kick. So it's Van der Heyden to take it. Away by Trevor Stephen, picked up by McCoy. This is Durant. Now Borkelman steps in. Back out it goes to Van der Heyden. Straight to Nisbet. Nice turn by McCoy. Trying to get away from Cossey. I wonder how Richard Goff will stand up to this surface tonight. He's missed so many games in recent months. This will be a huge test for the Rangers captain. And of course the fitness of Trevor Stephen will be under scrutiny as well. Here comes Amakachi again, getting away from Murray. It's a dangerous ball just beyond the head of Skassens. But the referee awarding the free kick against Mark Skassens for a push on McCall. Well, again, the pace of Amakachi.
They're going to have to really watch out for Amakachi here, because obviously Rangers will be pushing up for a large part of the game, and that obviously leaves a lot of space in behind the Rangers back four. As we've seen already, Amakachi's got blistering pace, and the cross just before that, when he was in a terrific situation, Amakachi to knock the ball across goals. Thankfully for Rangers, they never.
Well, 5.5 minutes gone here at Ibrox Stadium, still no scoring. Murray digging in for it, doing well. That draws applause from the crowd. This is Nisbet to Goff, to McPherson. Move from McCoist. Now it's Brown, first time effort, and that comes off Skassens. For the throw to Rangers. McPherson sends in the high one. Gately's in there along with Stephen, but the ball drifts behind for the goal kick. Well, Trevor Stephen has 5 goals so far this season, none of them in European competition, although tonight is his 5th European appearance.
I think the surface is going to cause a few problems for players tonight as well, because it looks to me as if it's going to cut up badly tonight, and players, defenders in particular, will need to be careful with their passing.
Ball got out of play for the throw to Rangers. Murray. Through for Hateley to chase. Bushes with him, and in steps Distil. It's picked up now by Nisbet. Laid off by Durant. Difficult one for McCall. Switches the play. This is McPherson. It's aimed at McCoist. Good play by McCoist. That's John Brown. Still Brown battling his way forward, and the ball goes behind for the corner. A second corner kick to Rangers, and won by John Brown. Ali McCoist did well there also. Well, McPherson moving forward. Richard Goff has elected to stay back, and it's easily taken by Danny Verlinden. Well, 1 against 1 here, Goff and Amakachi. This is Brown. McCall. Stephen. Nisbet. Stephen marked all the way by Van der Heyden. That's Goff stepping in. And Rangers being patient. Of course, away goals don't really come into the equation tonight, but they could at some later date. If two of the teams finish equal in this group, that's when away goals would come into play. So both teams can afford to be positive, and there is so much at stake. In financial terms alone, £210,000 per point from UEFA, and the Rangers players on £2,000 per point. So the free kick to Brugge, and Akachi is well forward as ever, and that one going just beyond Gert Verheyen. Well, tonight is Walter Smith's 108th game in charge since taking over just 2 years ago. And of the previous 107, he's lost just 9. It's quite a remarkable record for the Rangers manager. And of course, Ali McCoist, who's chasing all kinds of records this season. He's hunting for his 50th goal of the season. He's at 46 for Rangers, 3 for Scotland so far, and he can break Rangers' European record tonight, which is held by Ralph Brand. Brand and McCoist both on 12 goals. So 10 minutes gone here at Ibrox, still no scoring. That's played in for Amakachi, just beyond him. The ball was whipped in there by Mark Scassens. So here come Rangers through Nisbet. It's aimed at the head of Hateley. Bricks down to McCoist. This is Durant. Well, Durant played the full game on Saturday against Hibs, and he was on as a substitute last midweek against St Johnstone. So hopefully his fitness will be up to the occasion, but he's tripped there by Stefan van der Heyden. This is Trevor Steven trying to get it across. There's Bothelmans who got it clear. A bit of a miscue by Trevor Steven. Played through, looking for Scassens, but no problem at all for Andy Gorham.
As you said earlier, that's something Rangers have got to be very careful of, pushing people up. I mean, a better ball there would have put John Brown in a lot of trouble.
This is McCoist. Out Durant. He loses out though to Stefan van der Heyden. And Van der Heyden certainly made a very positive start for Bruges. This is Amakachi. It's Frankie van der Elst to Scassens. This is Trevor. It was his throw-in that led to Bruges' goal in the first game. Well, high win from Trevor Steven. So not properly cleared. Durant is back there helping out. And that's a throw-in to Club Brugge. Well, Rangers have scored in every European game so far this season, 11 in total. So the omens are good. It's Goff who gets it away, only as far as Van der Heyden. This is Distil. Switch to Trevor. It's cut out by McPherson. Picked away by McCoist. It's Crossy sending it to Distil. Van der Elst. Skassens. Looking for Stallings, and across comes McPherson to concede the throw-in. Well, not just as exciting a start as we had in the match 2 weeks ago, but you get the impression there's plenty to come this evening. A rather wild kick by Verheyen, and the free kick goes Rangers' way. Haitley getting the touch, and he also gets the free kick. A nudge by Rudy Cossey. Haitley is Rangers' top scorer in the tournament so far, with 3 goals. And the ball goes behind off Rudy Cossey for another corner to Rangers. And this time Richard Goff decides to move forward. He's just going up to the edge of the area. McPherson's in there as well. There's Haitley climbing for it. Away by Van der Heyden. This is Verheyen. That's Hamakachi. It's away again. Brugge pouring men forward. Treves on the far side. It's rather wasted. It breaks up to Skassens, but he's well wide of target. But another indication of the pace of Daniel Amakachi.
Yeah, I think in the first leg, Rangers played him particularly well. They pushed out and caught him offside on a lot of occasions. I questioned Amakachi's intelligence in the first game, but certainly it's causing him lots of problems there. A lot of Rangers defenders sucked over towards him there, and it left a couple of players on the right-hand side of the park in good situations for Amakachi to get a good cross in.
So 15 minutes gone here at Ibrox. It's Rangers 0, Club Brugge 0. The offside flag has gone up, so the free kick goes Brugge away.
I don't think Mark Haitley's too happy with the services he's getting for his defenders or midfield players just now. He's not really getting anything to go at all.
And this is Amakachi, challenged by Goff. Well, the referee allowing play to flow as much as possible, which is a good sign. Polish referee. So the free kick goes to Rangers. A call over the ball. Played in looking for Haitley. Well, he did get the touch, but not enough to trouble Danny Verlinden. Haitley ever present in this campaign. So while that replay was being shown, some good defending by John Brown as he headed the ball back to Gorham. It's Haitley getting a good touch. This is Trevor Steven taking on Borkelmund. Still it's Trevor Steven. He's got a little bit of space here. Just couldn't get the height on it. This is Goff. Durant. Durant again. Through to Goff. Oh, he's trying to pick out McCoist, and now the chance for the break. It's Brugge who give it away. It's Trevor Stevens sending it in looking for Haitley, but the offside flag had gone up, and Haitley is clearly unhappy.
I think the fans have got to be patient tonight, and the Rangers players, because obviously Brugge are getting a lot of people behind the ball, and it's making it very difficult for Rangers. And they seem to be very well organised at the back. I have question marks about their defensive abilities in the first leg, but they've certainly started off well in this game.
That's Borkelmann's clearing, and as far as Nisbet. Now it's Goff looking for Haitley. The cover was certainly provided by Lorenzo Stellans. Ramakachi has moved up to the right side of the field at the moment. John Brown's watching him carefully. And Brown in ahead of him. Haitley battling for it. He gets the touch to McCoist. And it's Cossey who concedes the corner. Well, Rangers winning a few corners now. They haven't really threatened from them so far. Danny Verlinden is just 5'9", but he proved a couple of weeks ago that he's a very fine goalkeeper. There's McPherson getting the touch. Borkelmann's getting it away. Returned by Brown to Durant. The early cross. This is McPherson. McCall!
Well, you've got to think that was a chance of a goal here. Durant whips the ball in. McPherson flicks it on. Lays it off nicely here for McCall. He looks to pick his spot here, but never get any power or never really trouble for Linden at all. But that was an opportunity.
Here come Rangers again. It's Durant looking for McCoist. Picked up by Van der Elst. Nisbet running into Van der Hayden, and the ball goes Rangers' way. And the crowd getting right behind Rangers now. Another throw-in conceded by Frankie Van der Elst. Well, Stuart McCall already in the thick of the action. He's been in terrific form recently. In fact, he's had a terrific season all round. So Haitley putting on some pressure. And the shot going in from John Brown. And again, it brings a huge roar from the Rangers fans.
Well, certainly the cross ball's beginning to trouble him now. Crever doesn't really know what to do with this header here. John Brown comes running onto it, and not a bad effort. Just slips past the left-hand post.
So 20 minutes gone. Rangers 0, Brugge 0. Here come Rangers again. It's Trevor Stephen, but he's well challenged by Rudy Cossey. It's a long one for Amakachi to chase. Goff's in there ahead of him. Orham's clearance, not the best, but again, those conditions out there, not at all easy. Van der Elst flipping it forward. Amakachi gets the touch, but Orham clears immediately. It's a long one aimed at Haitley. Haitley taking on Stallings. This is Murray to Durant. Murray again, digging in well. Getting away from Chassons. This is Brown. McCall plays it through to McCoist. Still McCoist. And the goalkeeper just keeping the ball in play. Well, another chance for Rangers. And again, the crowd respond.
Yeah, well, it all started with Haitley, who's beginning to give Stellings a lot of trouble now. Nice little flick on here. Question marks about whether Ali McCoist was offside or not, but Verlinden comes out, blocks it. Ali tries to get it back across the goal, but fails to do so.
Well, there was certainly no flag from the linesman, so we'll put that down. Another chance, another chance for Rangers. McPherson's header. Gately climbs for it. Away by Van der Elst. And the offside flag is up against Amakachi as the ball was played through by Verheyen. Is it 1 goal in this competition so far, Daniel Amakachi? This is Goff for Rangers. So a poor ball given away to Mark Skassens. This is Van der Elst. There's no real support, it breaks up to Amakachi. The chance really on here for Verheyen, but he failed to get a hold of that one. Well, that's a real chance for Brugge. Rangers really putting themselves in trouble and almost paying the price.
Well, this was probably the best chance of the game. It all started with a terrific forward run with Van der Elst. Picks Verheyen out here, but snatches at that one.
The Rangers will have to be more positive in their clearances. So this is Peter Kreve. I mentioned earlier that Brugge's goal came from one of his throws a couple of weeks ago, and this time McPherson gets his head to it. And that ball a couple of weeks ago breaking off Mikhailichenko, but I know Walter Smith blames the centre-backs more than Mikhailichenko for the loss of that goal because they failed to get it clear initially. Headed away by Brown, but there was a nudge on Brown, and Rangers have the free kick. John Brown playing in the left-back role this evening, and always happy to turn out in any position for Rangers. This is Durant. Out to Nisbet. Stevens calling for it. So Trevor Stevens trying to get away from Borkelmans. Lifts it forward. This is McCall. And it's Frankie van der Elst calming things down, playing it through to Verheyen. This is Amakachi. They switch to out there to Skassens, but the offside flag goes up against Amakachi. Played through by Goff, looking for Haitley. The choice in there, so too is Haitley again. Still Haitley. Through by Kreve, a mistake there by Goff and McPherson. This is Gert Verheyen. What a chance for Verheyen. Well, the referee giving a goal kick. Well, Andy Gorham was certainly well down there.
It looks as if Andy Gorham might have got a touch to this one. A little bit of a mistake initially by Richard Goff. That's 2 great chances Verheyen's had in the last 5 minutes. Certainly this Champions League format makes for open attacking football. Teams are prepared to come away from home and attack.
So another warning for Rangers. This is Nisbet. McCoist. He steps D still. Van der Heyden. Verheyen. Briggs to McCall. He's ducked off the ball by Van der Elst. The referee allowing play to flow again. This is Kreve. Well, Richard Goff certainly struggling a bit at the moment. Kreve switched over now to the left. And it was Goff who got it away to McCall. Well, Brugge starting to motor a bit now. This is Skassens. A stumble will let McPherson come across and send the ball out of play for the throw-in. These are difficult moments for the Rangers defence. You just wonder how much Richard Goff is struggling here because of his various injuries. It's a difficult night, always going to be a difficult night for him to come back, but with rain still falling and a heavy pitch, he's already made a couple of slips. That's Borkelmans. He's got closed down by Van der Heyden. This is Goff. Looking for Haitley. No free kick, says the referee. It was Stellins who made the challenge on Haitley. ground for the throw-in. I must say the referee is doing everything he can to make this an open game, and not at all fussy, going only when absolutely necessary. Durant playing it across to Nisbet. Hately beaten that time by Stallings. In steps McCall. Shouted all the way by Van der Heyden. And Rangers have the throw-in. This is Goff. McCoist. Using it to Cressy. Skassens. No problem with that one. So still the rain falling here at Ibrox, and the weather factor has certainly played its part in this championship. But here's a chance for Ali McCoist. Well, Trevor Stevens sent it in, and McCoist sent it wide of target.
Yeah, it was a difficult chance, this one. I mean, it was a lovely little ball in from Trevor Stephen here, in behind Stallings. Ali McCoy's running onto it, stretching for it all the time. It's not an easy chance at all.
And again, in these conditions, I'm saying there that the weather's been such a factor. If you look back to the Marseille game here, also pouring rain and a heavy pitch, and the other two matches against CSKA Moscow and Bochum, and the match in Bruges played in freezing conditions. There's no flag here against Verheyen. Amakachi's got a bit of space, and that's well taken by Gorham. Well, Amakachi was running in behind Verheyen, but a couple of Rangers defenders closing in on him. I think that's why Verheyen decided to have a go. But yet another chance to Bruges. Well, there certainly have been chances for both sides in this first half. Just coming up for the half-hour mark, and still no scoring. It's Van der Elst. And they're putting Stallings under a bit of pressure. Now it's played to Kreva. Bruges showing that there will be no pushover. In fact, Peter Hausler's goal there a couple of weeks ago was the first they'd lost in the competition at home. But pass from Van der Elst, just too much there.
Well, certainly Verheyen's making an impact in this game. He's had two great scoring opportunities there, and for me he took the wrong option there, firing that one in at Andy Gorham, because Amakachi was left unmarked about 8 yards for goal, and he should have pulled the ball back for him. That was a real let-off for Rangers. They've got to start consolidating a bit at the back. Rangers, they're getting drawn about all over the place.
This is Frankie Van der Elst playing it to Kreva. Played through for Amakachi, he's away again. McPherson's in there just ahead of him. A stumble by McPherson, but the free kick is awarded against Amakachi. And every time he moves forward, there's a bit of panic in the Rangers defence. A little stumble by McPherson. He's just about to play the ball back to his goalkeeper, and the referee gave the free kick. He could have an awful lot in it. So the offside flag is up now. Amakachi was first spotted playing in a European youth tournament, and he joined Bruges in 1991. He said that he may move on at the end of the season, so he'll obviously a few clubs interested. But here's Trevor Stephen. Long ball played through, but it was comfortably handled by Danny Verlinden. This is Amakachi getting away from Goff. Still Amakachi looking around for some support. This is Van der Heyden who picks a shot, and again it's taken by Gorham. It really is a good open game.
Well, I'm afraid this Bruges forward line are causing the Rangers defence all sorts of problems. Amakachi in particular, with this tremendous pace that he's got. But it hasn't been a confident first half hour or so for Rangers defensively.
Rangers missing the pace of David Robertson, who had been the last ever present of the season. He played 48 games before being injured at the weekend. And I know Walter Smith had plans for him to come inside and look after Amakachi. this time he's caught offside. So it's Goff playing the high one. Hateley's in there. Too many Bruges players around him, and a little bit of nudging going on. Cossey and Hateley, and it's being calmed down by Stallings. McPherson off the back of his head. McPherson distracted there by Verheyen. It's McCoy, so he doesn't know where it is at all. That's McCall. Rangers will be looking to him to get them going. Trevor Stevens come inside looking for it. It's not exactly his kind of surface tonight. This is Durant to Nisbet. Go through again for Durant. Borkelman's with him all the way, and the ball goes behind for the goal kick. Ian Durant making his 6th European appearance tonight. The only game he missed was the one in Bruges.
He's been playing that little role, just feeding off the front two, Hateley and McCoy's, but it's a bit of a quagmire in there, and he hasn't really been able to get going so far.
It's a little bit untidy at the moment, but it's Brown sending it through to Gorham. Both sides obviously will have to be extremely careful with the pass back tonight on such a surface. This is Verheyen going forward, and Goff happy to let the ball go behind for the goal kick to Rangers. Well, tonight is Rangers' 159th European tie. That includes 2 Super Cup ties, and the 32nd European campaign, the 14th in the Champions Cup, or Champions League as it is at present. This is Kreve, who's moved into the middle, and that's a free kick against Goff. So perhaps another testing moment coming up for Richard Goff and his teammates.
Kreve was certainly a player in the first half in Bruges that caused Rangers plenty of problems and disappeared in the second half, and hopefully we'll be doing something similar to now.
And the shot going in, and beyond Gorham's left-hand post. That's Mark Scassens.
Actually struck this one very well indeed. Fortunately for Andy Gorham, just a bit off the mark, but plenty of power in the shot.
So just under 10 minutes now till half-time. It's Rangers 0, Club Brugge 0. So the Rangers crowd trying to lift their team. Rangers have had some chances, but you've really got to say that Brugge have had the better of them so far. They've made some excellent chances. Brown clipping it forward, and away by Verheyen, who seems to pop up everywhere. This is Murray to McCall. Well, the players all bunched in that area. That's a free kick to Rangers. And while one of the Bruges players will require some treatment, I think it's Scassens. Yeah, you can see him take the knock. They're very high booked by McCall, and Scassens will require some treatment.
It just might be a good situation these for Rangers to start taking advantage. Obviously there's a big aerial threat on the side with Hateley, McPherson and Richard Goff, and maybe this will be one of the best opportunities to score from these situations.
Well, it's obviously important that Rangers get a very good and positive result tonight. And of course, depending on what's happening down in Marseille, who tonight are playing CSKA Moscow. And Rangers go there next month, of course. But it's been a fascinating group this so far, Group A. So it's Nisbet who plays it through, looking for McCoist. High one from Brown. It's away from Hayfley though. But missed by Cossey. There by Borkelmans. This is Verheyen covering a lot of ground again. The challenge is in from Nisbet. The switch of play now to Kreve. This is Distil, the sweeper. Verheyen. It's Borkelmans. Put out by Goff. Away by Nisbet. It's a poor clearance up. This is Verheyen. Well, select play by Scott Nisbet. Teeing up the chance for Verheyen. So just 7 minutes of this first half left. Still no scoring.
Yeah, it was a poor clearance there by Scott Nisbet. Picked up with Verheyen. Comes inside. Tries a little bender with the right foot. No problem for Andy Goram.
So a chance for Nisbet to atone. He hoists the high one in. Looking for Hayfley. Well, it bounces off McCoist and it's picked up by Van der Elst. The players certainly finding it difficult to control the ball in these conditions.
I think Rangers have been a little bit predictable in the first half. They seem to be knocking an awful lot of long balls in for Mark Tate. It'll be nice to see if they could get some width, maybe push Trevor Stephen a little bit further up, try to get him going past the full backs and getting crosses in from wide areas.
So Gassens plays it forward, looking for Verheyen. It's maybe a bit early to be thinking of making any changes, but the only experienced man Rangers have on the bench tonight is Alexei Mikhailichenko. The others being Presley, McSwagan and Hagan. That's played through now. And Ian Durrant scores! 39 minutes gone and Ian Durrant puts Rangers ahead. Well, that's just the tonic that Rangers needed.
Now this is pure class here from Trevor Stephen. Terrific weighted pass in. Great first touch with Ian Durrant and wham, in the back of the net. A great move. Terrific pass with Trevor Stephen. Look at this. Perfect. Ian Durrant times his run lovely. Great first touch and a great strike.
So the perfect boost for Rangers. It was Hayfley to Stephen to Durrant. And that's Ian Durrant's second European goal of the season. Rangers 1, Bruges 0. Well, a breathtaking pass from Trevor Stephen. And that's the reason that Rangers brought him back here. And brilliant finishing by Ian Durrant. It says there his first goal in the Champions League, but of course he did score in the earlier round when it was the Champions Cup against Lyngby. Here come Rangers again. This is Hayfley. Well, almost finding McCoist, but it was Borkelmans who made the clearance. And Richard Goff mopping up, getting in ahead of Amakachi. Well, it was a difficult opening half hour for Richard Goff. But now Rangers in the lead, and the fans with plenty to sing about.
Well, certainly Walter Smith's tactics paying off here with Ian Durrant, as we mentioned earlier, playing off the front two and very good at making those runs into the box. And that was a perfect example. Great goal. It really was class written all over this goal. Now look at the first touch here by Durrant. And look at the finish. Because by and large, in the first half, they haven't played particularly well, and they can consider themselves lucky not to have conceded a goal. So it was a great boost for them.
Well, it was actually Peter Kreve who was left to try and get the challenge in on Durrant. The pass just splitting the defence. just under 3 minutes of this first half left. And sporting play by John Brown, with one of the Bruges players had been injured. It's a poor kick out by Verlinden. Goff climbs above Amakachi. Goff seems to be growing in confidence as this match goes on. This is McCall to McCoist. The Rangers would love to go in and kill Bruges off before half-time. They struck twice in a minute on Saturday. Can they do it again? That's an upward one from John Brown. And it had Verlinden back on his heels.
I don't think quite what John Brown attempted here. He's obviously looking to whip in the cross. But it just slides over the crossbar.
Well, again, in these conditions, anything can happen. Well, just about a minute and a half of this first half left. And Rangers leading by 1-0. Ian Durant, the scorer. And that's a complete miscue. That let Tally McCoist in. But the referee unhappy about something. He's showing the red card to Mark Hateley. Well, there's obviously been an off-the-ball incident as the ball was played through. This is a huge blow to Rangers. Apart from losing Hateley tonight, they will now lose him from the game against Marseille.
Now, Jerry, I've just watched that incident, and I can assure you Stalins is making the most of this. There was a little clash in the centre of the park, as you'll see here. Look at me, grabs Hateley round by the neck here. They get up, Hateley pushes him away a little bit. Look at this here. Just pushes him away. Now, that's not a punch for me. He's pushing him out of the way. Stalins has collapsed and got Mark Hateley sent off.
Well, players are warned that they mustn't lift their hands, but that is a shattering blow for Rangers and could be a turning point, not just in this match, but in the Champions League itself, because Hateley is now out of the match in Marseille. So, just when it all seemed to be going right for Rangers, we move into injury time. They're reduced to 10 men. So the whole mood within Ibrox Stadium has changed. A long one played through now, looking for McCoist. And Walter Smith will have to do a bit of reshaping for the second half, but Rangers certainly don't want to lose anything here. Well, the crowd roaring now. Every incident that happens, but what a stunning blow for Rangers. As Gordon said, there wasn't a lot in it, but Hateley lifted his hand, and for some referees, especially in European competition, that marks the end. And the red card was pulled out immediately.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than watching play acting from the Belgian defender as well, collapsing and hit with a ton of bricks.
And this is Nisbet, getting in just ahead of Amakachi. They've now played over a minute of injury time in this first half. Even if Rangers go on to win this tonight, and it's going to be a very difficult night for them now. It really is a savage blow for them for the next match. And Ian Durant will have to watch himself. He's on a yellow card already. But there goes the half-time whistle. So Ian Durant it was who put Rangers ahead just before half-time. But then Mark Hateley sensationally sent off. The half-time score here at Ibrox. Smith and Archie Knox would certainly have plenty to say to their players during the interval. So this will be a difficult second half for Rangers. There's no doubt about that. Down to 10 men. And psychologically knowing that with a big game against Marseille coming up in 3 weeks' time, they will be without Mark Hateley. Ian Durant is also on a yellow card, so too is Scott Nisbet, and Alex Mikhailichenko, who's on the bench, also on a yellow card. So Rangers will not want to inflict any further damage on themselves. But I would say on the matter that Hateley certainly raised his hand, and European referees have one answer for that. It's always a red card, and again you've got to say in Hateley's case he's a highly experienced player, and although tussles were going on earlier in the game between himself and Cossey, he really should have known better. So it's still no sign of Rangers. What do you think Walter has been saying to them at half-time, Gordon?
Well, they're going to have to work doubly hard, obviously, to compensate for Mark Hateley's sending off, and I think the crowd could play a vital part in this second half. Maybe they could be the 11th man, because it's a heavy surface. Rangers have played an awful lot of games of late, and it's going to be doubly difficult for them in the second half, because obviously we've seen Brugge in the first half, and they were certainly a potent attacking force.
Well, Rangers certainly rode their luck at times in that first half, but then it all seemed to be going their way when Ian Durant scored after 39 minutes, after being brilliantly set up by Trevor Steven. But it all went sour in the minutes leading up to half-time. So it's 10-man Rangers about to kick off in the second half. So the crowd getting right behind them. Rangers unbeaten in European football this season. They've beaten Lyngby and Leeds home and away. They drew here with Marseille. They beat CSKA Moscow in neutral Bochum, and they drew in Bruges a couple of weeks ago. It's absolutely vital that they win here tonight to keep alive their hopes, but it's going to be a long second half, especially with this man Amakachi racing at the heart of the Rangers defence. So the Polish referee, Ryszard Wojcik, well, he's handled matches involving Benfica and Real Madrid this season, and he handled the Denmark-Republic of Ireland World Cup tie in October. And I know he's highly regarded by UEFA. He's just 36 years of age and one of the new breed coming through. A lot of referees have been lost to the game recently because the age has been lowered. The retirement age has been lowered. The Rangers will be looking to Ali McCoist now in this second half to lift them further. Another goal would take a lot of pressure off Rangers. So this is Goff. And Ian Durant will no doubt play a slightly more positive role in this second half. But McCoist will need plenty of support. And of course, with the Belgians stringing 5 men across the middle of the park, it will also make it difficult for Rangers in that area. Rangers' greater strength told a couple of weeks ago. So Walter Smith will be looking for full commitment in the second half. So this is Nisbet. It's away by Borkelmans. In comes Murray. And Murray picking up plenty of European experience now, having played against Marseille here the whole game. He only wins the free kick. He also played in Bruges a fortnight ago, so picking up plenty of European experience.
Yeah, that's good play for an inexperienced youngster here, just holding the ball up until he tries to get some support from Trevor Steven. But you're felled, and Rangers will get the free kick.
And it's Trevor Steven who takes it. And that was Stallings who got his head to the ball. And it's behind for the corner. That's Frankie van der Elst, the Bruges skipper, a player who has more than 50 caps for Belgium. So Rangers keep the pressure on. McPherson's up there with Brown. Goff's moved in there as well. It's Goff who gets his head to the ball, but it drifts behind for the goal kick. So McPherson and Goff moving forward there to join John Brown. This is Van der Elst. The crowd are doing Van der Elst, but it was actually Rudy Cossey who got involved with Hateley. Van der Elst was in there as well, and so too was Stallings. And there's certainly a feeling among the Rangers fans at half-time that there was overreaction from the Belgian player when Hateley was sent off. And this is Durant to Trevor Stephen. Good first-time ball to Scott Nisbet. Stephen again, and Bockelman's reacted quickly, and he concedes the throw-in. And again the crowd roaring. This is Stephen trying to get forward. It's a turn by Goff. This is Van der Elst. Looking for the pace of Amikachi, and Gorham reacts well. That's a good ball to Ali McCoist. McCoist racing through here. Down he goes. No penalty, says the referee. He was challenged by Laszlo Distil, the Hungarian defender. The referee was well behind the play, but immediately ruled out a penalty kick, waving his arms in the air, waving play on.
Well, it's difficult to tell. I mean, it was good chest control initially from Ali McCoist. They're fighting one another. Looks as if Distil tried to get his hand, claw Ali McCoist back, and they may well have given a penalty kick in that situation.
Well, looking at that replay, I think he got it right. I think just a little bit of a dive by McCoist. And here's the chance on now for Stallings. And Lorenzo Stallings pulls it back for Club Brugge. Well, he stole forward, found himself space inside the penalty area, and now it's all going wrong for Rangers.
Yeah, well, this is terrible. A couple of minutes before half-time, couple of minutes after it, and it's all went horribly along. There's bound to be cracks appear in the Rangers' defence when you're playing with 10 men. And unfortunately, Sterling's finished that one off. Nobody picked him up here with his run into the penalty box. Controlled it with his right, looked in, and poked it into the bottom corner of the net.
So Rangers have it all to do again. 10 men against 11. And Bruges really looking in the mood now. This is Verheyen. And John Brown's in trouble now for his foul on Verheyen. And the yellow card is shown to Brown. So that puts him under pressure for the rest of the match. And the referee standing, no nonsense.
Verheyen's breaking away here, and I think the referee's seen this one as a tackle from behind. John Brown just knocks him off the ball there. Not a particularly vicious tackle, but a foul nevertheless, and obviously the referee's seen it as a bookable offence.
Well, Bruges certainly giving the impression in the last 5 minutes or so that they can go on and win this match. That was McCoist just a few minutes ago. But as I said at the time, I think the referee got that one right. So, difficult times these for Rangers. This is Borkelman sending it through. It's Stallings in there again. And the ball goes behind.
It's important that Rangers keep their discipline, because as we've seen before, I mean, the game against Marseille here at Ibrox, I mean, 2 goals down with how long to go, nobody gave Rangers a prayer, and yet they managed to get a point out of it. There's no reason, with the tremendous team spirit they've got here at Ibrox, that they can't go, even with 10 men, and get a winning goal.
First of all, they have to get through this difficult spell, and that's the kind of challenge they need to offer to Durant, and play on, says the referee. But he might have a word with Van der Heyden. He's giving the advantage to Rangers here. It's Skasson sending it clear now to Amakachi. It looks as though it could be very much the Rangers' disadvantage, but that's McCall stepping in, playing it to Brown, taking the return. Skasson's giving chase, Trevor's back there as well. So McCall keeping possession, battling away, and he gets a free kick. So it's all down to that word, character now. Free kick taken, McCoyson there, and the ball goes behind for the goal kick. So McCoy's very much on his own up front since the ordering off of Mark Catley. Is having a word with Amakachi, telling him to cut out the play acting. It's McPherson sending it forward. And away by Posse. This is Brown. And that goes beyond Trevor Stephen and behind for the goal kick. Well, Brugge with the extra man now can afford to push the likes of Stallings forward, and he's quite comfortable when he moves through there. But, very much an all-round player. He can play in defence and midfield or up front, and there's certainly be a fresh problem for Rangers in this second half. Push forward at every opportunity. That's him running just ahead of Amakachi there, wearing the number 9. So 55 minutes gone. And it's Rangers 1, Club Brugge 1. Durant for Rangers in 39 minutes, and Stallings in the 50th minute for Brugge. And that's Borkelmans who sends the ball out of play for the throw to Rangers. Beetle Borkelmans, who has 7 caps for Belgium. Again, his career as a striker, but plays in a more defensive role these days. This is Richard Goff. Hoyce in there alone again. He does well to get possession. First time ball from Trevor Stephen, and it came off Posse. Well, the referee is deeming that that was not a pass back, and he's quite correct. The ball came off the defender, and that allows the goalkeeper to pick it up. But terrific play by McCoist, surrounded by Bruges players. It was a first-time ball from Trevor Stephen. It came off the defender. That's accidental, and in that kind of situation, the goalkeeper can pick it up.
Well, Jerry, that's accidental as well, but he's gave the foul against John Brown there. I mean, a little bit of inconsistency here in the referee. I agree with you that Cosse made an attempt to clear that ball, but he's penalised John Brown in the same situation there.
So the free kick to be taken by Distill. Chested down by Amakachi. And that's a fine shot from Stefan van der Heyden, and well handled by Andy Gorham.
Yeah, he strikes this one well, gets over it, but really not enough power in it to trouble Andy Gorham.
So it's Borkelmans. And this bit did his head to the ball. Played through by McCall. It's certainly an advantage on an evening such as this, with rain still falling, to have the extra man. Bruges have two defenders on McCoist now. They have that luxury. And it's Stallings who's well forward again, but a free kick goes Rangers' way. The flag had been up on the far side. Stallings broke forward. The ball come off the head of Goff. And the linesman is pointing out for a corner.
Well, it certainly looked as if the ball came off Richard Goff, but Rangers need all the breaks they can get.
Players were walking away there thinking it was a goal kick, but the linesman pointed towards the corner flag, and a corner it is. The downward header, and another terrific save by Verlinden. Well, McCoist was in there. Great instinctive save by the keeper, and the break on here. This is Trevor. Rangers getting players back. It's Van der Elst. This is Stellens. Borkelmans. Van der Heyden. And that goes behind for the corner to Brugge. So everyone except Danny Verlinden inside the Rangers half. Van der Heyden who takes it. And missed there by Lorenzo Stellens. And it comes again though. And the header going in from Laszlo Distil, the sweeper, who had allowed himself to come forward. So that's 60 minutes gone. Rangers 1, Club Brugge 1. On a night like this, you would be looking to Richard Goff to lift his team, but I think he's a big enough problem tonight, getting himself back into this match after his lengthy absence. Switch of play from Schassens. Played through by Borkelmans to Van der Heyden. Blocked by Nisbet, and that's a throw to Club Brugge.
They are beginning to find a little bit of space, particularly in the middle of the park, Brugge, but that's understandable when they're playing against 10 men.
A foul throw, but play answers the referee. It's Van der Heyden leaving it now to Amakachi. Switch of play to Peter Krever. Through now for Schassens. Gorham knows there's no point in heaving it straight up the field because there are no fewer than 3 Bruges defenders around Ali McCoist. So he waits until some support arrives. He and Durant's up there now, but he's out-jumped by Cossey. This is Verheyen. This cue by Schassens, but Amakachi's over there. Now it's Trevor. And Goff steps in for Rangers. This is Durant. Rangers need a lot from him in this second half. He almost gives it away though. Now it's Trevor Stephen to Nisbet. Stephen again. Brugge with plenty of players back behind the ball. Played in looking for McCoist. This is Verheyen who clears. Persons had won against Amakachi, although Goff is getting back. This is a problem for Rangers. Stellens is forward with Amakachi. Still it's Amakachi. The ball takes a deflection and goes behind for the corner kick. Well, Rangers in all kinds of trouble there.
Yeah, good play by Amakachi because it was him that won the ball initially in the centre of the park against David McPherson. Broke clear there. Managed to get his shot in, but took a little bit of a deflection. We've got a corner kick now.
And that's McPherson's clearance only as far as Van der Elst. This is Schassens. Away by Murray. Returned by Van der Elst. So McCall having to stretch for it, and the first time shot from Stefan Van der Heyden. Going behind for the goal kick. But again, the breaking qualities of Amakachi very much on show. He got in the shot there, it took a deflection, and they put Andy Gorham in a bit of trouble. This is Amakachi again. Comes well against McPherson. And it's McCall who has to go back and battle for it. The support arriving now from Van der Elst. And that's Rangers' ball.
I said earlier, Jared, I didn't think it was impossible that Rangers could win this game, but it really is maybe asking far too much when you consider the amount of games that they've had to play this season in this league programme that we play here, which is fine for the smaller clubs, but for clubs like Rangers involved in all cup competitions, Scottish Cup, Scottish Cup, the European Cup, it's just no good at all.
Well, tonight is Rangers' 49th game of the season. And of course, a good number of those players have also been involved on international duty. That's played through now to Nisbet. This is Trevor Stephen. Nisbet again. Again, Brugge with plenty of players behind the ball. And that's a throw in to Brugge. Well, 27th appearance of the season tonight for Trevor Stephen. It's been an in and out season for him. He's had his injuries to contend with. Well, Rangers come back in adversity in a similar type of evening against Marseille, but on that occasion they did have 11 men on the field. So 65 minutes gone. Rangers 1, Bruges 1. This is Durant. And it's hooked away by Crevor, with McCoy's coming in at the far post. Ian Durant did ever so well, and that was a superb play by Peter Crevor.
Yeah, very, very intelligent ball here being Durant. Spots Ali McCoist at the back post and nearly gets through to him, but Crevor, in a defensive situation, knocks the ball away for a corner kick. Very close indeed.
So Goff's up there, but it's headed away by Van der Elst. This is McCall coming in. He's blocked again by Crevor. This is Stallins through to Amakachi. Bruges pouring men forward now. Rangers trying to get back. It's played wide for Borkelmans, but a complete breakdown there. Well, Verheyen obviously did not know that Borkelmans was there. So there's the story of the evening so far. 1 goal apiece. Durant for Rangers and Stallins for Bruges. This is McCoist, but no one there in support. It's Alexei Mikhailichenko down beside the dugout, but no sign of him coming on yet. Attempting for Rangers to push people through in support of McCoist, but will leave them so bare in the middle of the park. So they have to be patient. The important thing for them tonight is not to lose this game. There's Brown. Pushing forward, they're trying to get away from Crevor. And that's a yellow card for Crevor.
There's no question about this. A good positive run forward by John Brown here. A lunge in by Crevor. Takes the legs away from John Brown. And a booking for him.
So that's his first yellow card of the tournament. But good play by Brown. He's given Rangers another option here, another chance. McPherson was in there, but Stallins was back and did enough to put him off. The ball going behind for the goal kick. But that was an indication of the kind of role Stallins is playing. I mean, he popped up to score the goal, and there he is back there, number 9, getting in ahead of McPherson.
Well, for me, Jerry, that was half a chance. It was a terrific corner, whipped him being Durant, and for me, David McPherson just took his eye off the ball there.
Verheyen, who's running forward here now, is playing in a much more positive role in this second half. He's up there in support of Amakachi. And Stallings has been able to push forward from the back, allowing Cossey and Distil to look after McCoist. So Bruges have the upper hand in that respect. This is Trevor Stephen to Durant. Now it's McPherson. Durant again to Brown. McPherson's well forward, holding off the challenge of Crever. Durant again. This is Brown. Again, Rangers will have to be patient. Bruges have everyone behind the ball. It's headed away by Borkelmans. And it comes off the head of Mark Skassens for the throw to Rangers. And the crossfield pass from Durant to Van der Heyden, very quick to pounce on that. In the head of Nisbet, Amakachi's breaking to his left. Van der Elst is right, this is Amakachi. But the offside flag has gone up against the Nigerian striker. But Van der Elst was also racing through on the other side of Van der Heyden.
It was a terrific run forward here, but as you can see, when he pushes the ball forward, Amakachi in an offside position.
Here come Rangers now, it's McCall. Good play by McCall, getting away from Verheyen. Verlinden gets in there just ahead of McCoist. So the Rangers fans again roaring. 70 minutes gone. It's Rangers 1, Club Brugge 1. This is Durant. So Trevor Stephen. Hits the ball off his own player McCall, but Nisbet's in there. Well, that one takes a wicked deflection. It's well in from Scott Nisbet. It's an incredible goal by Rangers. 71 minutes gone, an incredible goal. Nisbet tried to cross the ball into the middle. The ball swept in midair, bounced over the goalkeeper. Well, it was quite remarkable. It's Rangers 2, Bruges 1. Just look at that. The ball taking a bounce here. The goalkeeper for Linden tried to claw it away.
Well, try and work this one out. Nisbet whacks it here, comes off the toe of the Bruges defender, bounces in front of Verlinden, takes a wicked spin over his head and into the back of the net. An incredible goal. And Scott Nisbet will say he meant it.
Well, people say Rangers have carried luck in this tournament, and they certainly have at times, but my goodness, that was an incredible moment. All kinds of drama unfolding here tonight again. But here come Bruges. It's a difficult one. Goff's in there, he did well against Diestel. Still it's not clear, it's Van der Elst. And it's high and wide. Well, Rangers and drama walk hand in hand in this tournament. And Scott Nisbet gets his first goal of the season. A bizarre goal it was. But it counts nonetheless, and it could be as vital a strike as Rangers have had this season.
And that was a vital bit of defending as well by Richard Goss. We've mentioned in the first 25 minutes or so, he'd been rather indecisive, but he's been very positive from that moment on. And that was a terrific tackle on Diestel in the box.
So it's 10-man Rangers 2, Club Brugge 1. Well, Rangers just keep surprising you in this competition. But there's still a bit to go here. Well, if they can get away with this tonight, it certainly tees it all up for Marseille in 3 weeks' time. Of course, you'll get highlights of Marseille's game against CSKA Moscow and all of the other matches from Group B in our Champions League highlights special tonight at 11:50. But I wonder if any of them will have as much drama as this. Rangers taking the lead, then having Mark Catley sent off, Bruges equalising, and then Scott Nisbet putting Rangers ahead again. That ball coming off the head That ball came off the head of McPherson and went out for the throw-in. And this time it goes out, and it's a throw-in again, indicates the referee. It's Brockelmans with the long throw. Across by Van der Heyden, away by Brown, only as far as Skassens. And it goes behind for the goal kick. Well, I'm sure not too many people out there just now thinking about the pounds and pence, but it's £210,000 a point. This was the goal, this was Nisbet. He tried to cross it into the middle, the ball swerved, took the bounce, and Verlinden failing to clear it. So Nisbet, very much the hero of this crowd. It's his 15th start of the season tonight. It's his second European tie of the season. He played in Bruges as well, where he was booked, incidentally. That's Stallins playing it to Skassens. And it's watched all the way by Gorham, who keeps it in play. Good handling by the Rangers goalkeeper. Well, it's a year this coming weekend since Andy Gorham was last in a losing Rangers side. It's 52 games ago. Another remarkable record. Incidentally, was against Celtic here at Ibrox, and Rangers, of course, play Celtic at Parkhead on Saturday. I suppose that's the last thing they need after a match like this tonight, but it's all about concentrating in Europe at the moment. This is McCoist, and that's a free kick. A free kick against Cossey.
Yeah, great play initially with Stuart McCall there. I mean, they've showed tremendous amount of character and determination in the second half, and none more so than Stuart McCall. Battle to get that ball forward to Ali McCoist, and Ali McCoist wins the free kick.
So 75 minutes gone, Rangers 2, Bruges 1. This is McCall playing it through to John Brown. He tried to get it through to McCoist, but now it's Bruges. Through Skassens, not Skassens. Well, Trevor Stephen almost teeing it up, but the ball swept out of play. So a change to be made here by Bruges. And it's Dubinsky, who scored in the match a fortnight ago, and he replaces Skassens. So Thomas Dubinsky, who scored in the final minute of the first half in Bruges, gets his first touch. He plays it to Frankie van der Elst. Played off there by Deestiel. Headed on by Amakachi. Again, Gorham waiting till players get forward in support of McCoist. Gorham's a great one for heaving it up the park when Hateley and McCoist are there, but he has to hold it back. But here comes Borkelmans now for Bruges. John Brown's in there, he's given it away to Amakachi. It comes off McPherson and spins behind for the corner. Well, a dreadful clearance by John Brown. The ball went straight to Amakachi, and fortunately for Rangers, it came off McPherson. So it's Stefan van der Heyden who takes so many free kicks and corner kicks, sending this one in. Brown atones, he gets above them all, and the ball has gone out of play. That's another corner kick. Rangers under a fair bit of pressure here. It's an awkward one, but taken by Gorham. Actually right across a number of players, straight into the hands of the Rangers goalkeeper. Andy Gorham in line for his 28th cap here next week against Germany. This is van der Elst, gets away from Durant. But that's a slack pass as he tried to pick out Van der Heyden. It ran between Van der Heyden and Dubinsky. She knocks there on to Walter Smith. And that's a free kick, Rangers way. Well, perhaps they can do something else here and maybe just put the match beyond Brugge. They've had the break, now can they really cash in? Nisbet fires it through. Always challenging for it, losing out to Van der Elst. And it's a free kick against Durant. It's quickly taken by Van der Elst, but the referee will want that retaken. He's still a yard or so there. Good Frankie Van der Elst.
Yeah, Stuart McCall was very quick to tell the referee as well.
Well, maybe when a player does that, Gordon, it's you know, like a foul throw-in. It should maybe go the opposite way. It would stop players stealing a yard here and there. But here come Brugge. It's Van der Elst. This is Verheyen. Stallings. Ivan played in by Kreva. It's headed on by Amakachi. Dubinsky's in there. And it's Trevor Steven back helping out in defence. And the free kick against Thomas Dubinsky.
I've been impressed with the way Trevor Stevens went about his business tonight. He's obviously a player that's not quite 100% fit, but I think he's played particularly well.
And the ball taking an upward bounce over Borkelmans. This is McCoist to Stephen. And he wins the throw-in for Rangers. And Walter Smith is down there now with Archie Knox. I'm quite sure Rangers would gladly settle for this scoreline. So just under 10 minutes left. Rangers 2, Brugge 1. Durant and Nisbet for Rangers, Stallings for Brugge. This is Stefan van der Heyden. Dubinsky, challenged by Goff, and that's a free kick. And Hugo Broos in the middle of that picture, the Brugge coach. This is Van der Elst, he sees Borkelmans in space. Kept in play. It's onto his right foot. Amakachi's in there, but a free kick awarded to Rangers.
Yeah, I think he felt it was dangerous play by Amakachi, getting his head so low to this one. More often than not, you see it the other way.
Certainly brave. That's Cozy climbing above McCoist. Now it's Kreva. Well, Peter Kreva has got through a lot of work tonight. He's 31 years of age. He's a very pacey player, but he's certainly got through a terrific amount of work tonight for Brugge. And so too has Stuart McCall, tackling like a tiger there.
And that's the kind of tackling, Jerry, that gets the crowd right behind you as well. A tremendous roar went up there with that Stuart McCall tackle.
Through looking for McCoist. There'll be a lot of tired legs out there now. This is Van der Heyden trying to get through, but again it's McCall doing well. Plays it to Trevor Steven. Ian Durant on the left. This is Durant. So just under 8 minutes left. Rangers leading by 2 goals to 1. Good play by Trevor Steven, who's moved over to that left-hand side. Still Trevor Steven keeping the ball in play. It's Ali McCoist! And that could have finished it all off. It wasn't an easy one, but great play by Trevor Steven.
Yeah, well, he started at a terrific cross-field run. He knocked the ball out to Ian Durant, received the ball again. Great little run down across the goal line. Knocked it back for Ali McCoist, but unfortunately Ali McCoist skied it over the bar.
And this is Peter Kreva. Stallings has gone on a run, and they got him well alert to that situation. They got him playing his 44th game of the season tonight. He's had 21 shutouts so far. He's missed just 5 games, and 3 of them just recently because of the injury he took in Brugge. So McCoy's caught offside there, with just under 7 minutes left.
think that's going to be a long 7 minutes for everybody here at Además tonight, Jerry.
Well, Brugge know if they lose tonight, they're virtually out of things, and they've got to push everyone forward now in these closing minutes. And of course, they have the advantage of the extra man, with Hateley being sent off. Rangers don't want to fall back too far. This is Stallings, and it's McCall who's in there, and that's a corner kick to Brugge. I really do wonder what Rangers have left for the Old Firm game on Saturday, which will be another demanding afternoon. But at the moment, their thoughts are very much on this match. 2 points tonight would be a great thing for them after everything that's happened. Here's the chance on for Dubinsky. This is Frankie van der Elst. It comes off McPherson there, and it's Goff. Well, Goff has done well to get through this match this evening. He certainly hasn't been his usual self. He's been very subdued looking, but he's walked away after a very difficult opening spell. He's knocked behind Nisbet, and very struggling a bit there against Amakachi. Danger here for Rangers, and that's a good clearance by McPherson under a lot of pressure. I'm sure young Neil Murray will put this down tonight as the most difficult game he's faced so far. A lot of extra responsibility in him. There's McPherson winning it again. McPherson getting in some very good challenges, but still it's Brugge. It's Peter Crevitt. He goes past Brown, still Crevitt. This is a great run. And the ball goes behind for the corner. Again, it's McPherson. So just under 5 minutes left, and Rangers leading Club Brugge by 2-1. And it's Crevitt with the corner. Trevor Stevens back there. This is Dubinsky. And well taken again by Andy Gorham.
Yeah, it was a good enough save by Andy Gorham there, but I'll tell you what a terrific bit of defending in on those last couple of minutes with David McPherson. Getting his head to things, blocking the ball. Terrific defending under tremendous pressure.
Here's Ali McCoy, but the free kick against him. As he turned the defender. The referee warning McCoy not to waste any time. He doesn't want to get himself into trouble now. So the final minutes ticking away. Trevor Stevens trying to make the challenge. It's cleared by Nisbet. And now Rangers will make a change. So it's David Hagan who's coming on to replace Ian Durant. So just under 4 minutes to go, and David Hagan, who was a goal-scoring hero here at the weekend against Hibs, comes into the fray, and he's certainly a strong player. If he can get down that right wing, and Rangers can get the ball to him, they might just tie it up. McPherson playing it into space for Nisbet, but in these conditions that ball was always going to spin away from the Rangers player. So the whistle starts around the stands. It's played through to Gert Verheyen, blocked by McCall. This is Borkelmans. He's got Van der Heyden to his left, but he cuts inside. It goes through to Van der Heyden now. And so just under 3 minutes left. This is Van der Elst. Richard Goff's up there. It's headed away by McCall. It's Van der Elst again. It's Trevor Stephen for Rangers. And this is Hagan, who's popped up now on the left. But he runs into trouble in the shape of Peter Crevitt. And again it's McPherson to the rescue. So the throw in to Brugge. Trevor who takes it to Frankie van der Elst. And now it's played to Hagan. And he'll want to hold on to this. Still it's Hagan. And he does well. Kept Cam. Now it's McCall. There are under 2 minutes left. It's Rangers 2, Brugge 1. And that's a free kick to Rangers, so another few vital seconds tick away.
Yeah, I think it's a free kick that Rangers will be in no hurry to take at all. But once again, great play by Stuart McCall from a nice little ball from Hagan, because I think that's why Walter Smith brought him on, because he's a player that can hold the ball up. But certainly no rush to take this free kick.
So this is John Brown. Bringing it in, looking for Hagan. And that's a free kick, handball, or the use of an arm, I should say, by Diestel. And the referee, who was right beside him immediately, gave that free kick, which is quickly taken. It's through to John Brown.
Terrific bit of quick thinking there by Brown and McCoy's, but John Brown might have been better dinking it over to the back post where Trevor Stephen was free.
There's less than a minute left. And here come Rangers. It's 3 against 3. Trevor's trying to get back for number 7. And Trevor Stephen taking the ball into the corner flag to waste another few seconds. And he takes the throw in.
Good experience here with Trevor Stephen, doing exactly the right thing, taking the ball into the corner flag and make the Bruges defenders commit themselves. And he wins the throw in, which gives Rangers more vital seconds.
So the Rangers fans cheering their team on to the very last here. That's away by Diestel. It takes a deflection off the referee. Murray wins it. It's Murray again. Gets away from Van der Elst, plays it to McCall. We're into injury time. This is McCoist. McCall racing through here with Cozy, and it's taken by Verlinden. So we're now into injury time. It's headed away by John Brown, chested down by Trevor Stephen. No, it's not over yet. The offside flag had gone up. The crowd thinking it was all over. But just seconds remaining. We're into injury time. This is John Brown, and it's all over now. Rangers have won. So another 2 vital Champions League points. 10-man Rangers winning against Bruges. And that's the end of Bruges in this tournament. But what tremendous character from Rangers, playing the whole of the second half without Mark Hafley, who had been sent off. It was Ian Durant who put them ahead after 39 minutes. It all seemed then to be going sour just before half-time. And then when Stellings equalised in 50 minutes, it looked as though it could be a bleak night for Rangers. But then Scott Nisbet, with, you can only describe, a weird goal, putting Rangers ahead after 71 minutes. Gordon.
Well, just a phenomenal second half performance by Rangers.
Character. After losing a goal so early in the second half as well, it was a great performance from him.
Have you ever been the benefactor of a more fortuitous goal than Scott Nisbet's?
No, not really, but we'll take anything. I think when you're down to 10 men for the length of time that we were, then you know, I don't think MD could grudge us it. They had 1 or 2 chances themselves in the second half of the game, but I felt that overall we maybe just deserved to win.
Going back to the first half, Ian Durant, a great strike.
Yeah, it was a terrific goal. I mean, a couple of great passes prior to that, and then through, and a very good finish from him, and obviously delighted for him.
And then controversy when Mark Hateley was sent off. You've had 45 minutes to think about that, Walter. What do you think now?
Well, I mean, I was one of them. I felt both players were struggling for the ball, and I felt it was very harsh to send them off for what happened, and for the player to lie down in that manner is not what you would expect.
The big one now, Marseille, in 3 weeks.
Yeah, a big game for us now, and unfortunately we'll not have Mark Hateley for that one. But we're just pleased that we're doing well in the section, and hopefully it can